It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
It appeared, thank you.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Which it did.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Yeah.
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right?
We're getting off topic.
We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know. But Shuichi should know, right?
I do now.
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall. This is it!
Objects can pass through it.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the other side by the mansion? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, how did the signboard downstream and upstream are connected?
That's
Simple
it.
as that. It's easy when you think
What
about
if
it.
both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, It wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall, too.
Unless they are the same wall. Wait, in that case...
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls... they're the same wall.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
She made us think they were separate walls because of the maps she created.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect.
Listen, Kokichi, I got this a while ago before you, buddy.
See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. 2 words, 5 letters and 5 letters. I'm not sure what it's actually asking. I get that it's saying world, but I don't know what the second word is. I'm going to die here. A lot of O's. No. I don't know what that second word is. Okay, so we got world. I was thinking like world mirror, but no. World flipped, maybe? No. A 5-letter word. I keep coming up with 6-letter words. And I believe S was incorrect. Did I try S actually? I did. Okay. And I think, no, I didn't try L. World loops. World loops. That's what it is. Whoops, that was not an S. There's an S. But what does that have to do with the real
that's
world?
It. The virtual world is a loop.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example... when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. the edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Absolutely not.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
But it would pass through the wall.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
The loop starts at the loading point.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
No, that's incorrect.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop
Is right
there! The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center
of the world. Mm-hmm.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
I've been saying it the whole time.
And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
Could be.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
I mean, that is his title.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
No, I think you had a hand in this, Kokichi. You were also there to convince us.
Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that.
Not at all.
There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
Mm-hmm.
But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
No, I haven't.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
Exactly.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
Yep.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!